The Japanese Literati were poets and musicians and painters. They escaped the government in the city and they went out into nature, and they would get together and drink wine and paint and exist in this sort of idyllic world of art and culture. To be able to leave society and escape into a dream world was sort of a fantasy that people could enjoy when they looked at the work. You could follow the pathways and kind of imagine in your mind that you're traveling in the painting and experiencing the water and then climbing the mountains, and that's what I want people to do in my paintings. So they're more obviously landscapes than mine, but the marks and the forms are very abstract on their own. You know, it's part of this landscape, but you can travel in and take away parts and go into little parts, and I like doing that. I like the brush strokes. I like they feel very free. Like there's some where they're really strong and there's a lot of emotion, I think, behind the brush stroke and the brush work in these. There are a lot of emotion in the Japanese landscape paintings that I can see. And there's an overall peacefulness, but there's this strength and this patience and a lot of creative thinking. They're thinking outside. You can tell they're doing their own thing, even though they're looking at these traditional Chinese landscapes, which they were doing. They're definitely doing something on their own that they're feeling and that they're experiencing. I like the way my eye travels and the overall rhythm. Yeah, it leads you into the next thing without thinking. You just travel and flow, and there's no hesitation, there's no struggle. One thing follows the next. And then I go inside and I look at all the detail. That is the key, to be able to go into any part of the whole and have it feel like a whole. This is Origin of Dreams. I started this the fall of 2014. I mean, they have to feel right. This one had two problems. It was right here and it was right up there. And the flow, it wasn't flowing. It didn't, your eye couldn't travel through it. That you got stopped by something awkward. And it bothered me so much, and it just took it. You have to figure it out. It's like a puzzle. There's just a million pieces that have to all fit. And sometimes one or two is just missing, and you keep trying all these other ways to make it work, and it doesn't. It just doesn't work. And then you find it, and that's when you start knowing that the painting is resolving and is about to be finished, because everything starts to flow. You can look at any single area and it'll flow. When you're sitting and meditating and looking at a painting and trying to escape, which I'm trying to allow you to do, and you get stuck because something isn't flowing, then you're not going to have a good experience. You're not going to feel as trusting and secure enough going into the depths of the painting unless you feel comfortable and everything is flowing and allowing you to do that. Then you can sit here for a long time and you'll want to think about things because you'll know that you're being taken care of, that you're not going to get stuck. You know, does that make sense? So I'm trying to make sure that you have that experience in these paintings.